Dear friends, in this video lecture we are going to discuss about the two important instruments for the measurement of pressure. One is mercury barometer, which measures the atmospheric pressure, and other is open tube manometer, which measures the pressure gauge. We will start with the mercury barometer. The mercury barometer is the instrument used to measure the atmospheric pressure. It was first invented by the scientist known as Torricelli. Very simple mercury barometer is as shown in the figure. It consists of a tube which is 1 meter in length. It is filled with mercury up to its open end, completely filled with mercury up to its open end. This tube, which is of 1 meter length, completely filled with mercury, is quickly inverted into a dish which already contains a small amount of mercury. As soon as it quickly inverted into a dish containing mercury, the mercury column in the tube gets lowered, creating some vacuum from the closed end of the tube to the surface of the mercury. Definitely it will be a vacuum. Why? Because air cannot dissolve in mercury and air cannot pass through the mercury. Therefore, there is no chance of getting air in the above portion. Therefore, it will be a vacuum created, and this vacuum is called as Torricelli's vacuum. Now, at the surface of the mercury inside the tube, let us consider we have a point A. Above A is the air, therefore the pressure of air at A is equal to 0. The pressure at A is 0. Thereafter, we will consider a B point on inside the tube, which is at the same horizontal level at that of point on the surface of mercury outside the tube. The mercury level from the bottom to the point C and to the point B are same. Therefore, pressure at B is equal to pressure at C. Because both are at same horizontal level of mercury. But you will see that the pressure at B, I will write here, the pressure at B is equal to pressure at A plus, this is the height of mercury in the barometer tube, and let it is H. Therefore, pressure at B is equal to pressure at A plus pressure of liquid column, that is mercury column, from A to B, and this pressure of mercury column from A to B is H rho G, where H is height of mercury in the barometer tube, rho is the density of mercury, and G is the acceleration due to gravity. But as I had said, A is a point above which there is a vacuum, therefore pressure at A equal to 0, therefore pressure at B is H rho G. But pressure at B is same as pressure at C, and if you take C on either side, you will see that on the surface of mercury there is a air pressure or atmospheric pressure, therefore pressure at C is also equal to the atmospheric pressure, and hence you will get the atmospheric pressure is equal to H rho G. The atmospheric pressure measured with the help of barometer is H into rho into G, where H is height of mercury in the barometer tube, D is the density of mercury, and G is acceleration due to gravity. It has been observed that when a tube of 1 meter filled with mercury is quickly inverted in the dish, the mercury falls by a distance of 24 centimeter, and the height of mercury that remains here is 76 centimeter at the sea level or at normal atmospheric pressure. Therefore, at normal atmospheric pressure, the height of mercury in the barometer tube is 0.76 meter. 76 centimeter means 760 millimeter or 0.76 meter, and the density of mercury is 13,600, and acceleration due to gravity is 9.8, and the total comes out to be equal to 1.013 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per meter square, or rather we say that 1.013 into 10 to the power of 5 Pascal. This is the atmospheric pressure and the way to determine the atmospheric pressure. The question is, why necessarily mercury, not other liquid? इथे मर्क्युरीच का वापरायचं, बाकीचं लिक्विड का नाही वापरायचं? पाणी वापरता आलं असतं ना. पण if we use water instead of mercury, with this formula we will write the height of liquid inside the barometer should be equal to the atmospheric pressure divided by G rho into G, the height of liquid inside the barometer. If you take it approximately 10 to the power of 5, and the density of water is 10 to the power 3 into 10, and it comes out to be equal to 10 meter. Therefore, instead of mercury, if we use water as a liquid in the barometer, the height of water in the barometer should be of 10 meter, and it is difficult to handle a tube of 10 meter. This is the one reason why mercury used to be used, and the other reason is that air is not able to dissolve in the mercury, and the third reason is that the mercury is non-sticky, it cannot stick with the glass tube, and hence the barometer is having mercury as the liquid inside it. This is how the barometer works and how it is useful to measure the atmospheric pressure. Thereafter we will go to the next. Open tube manometer. Manometer is used to measure the pressure gauge or the pressure gauge of a gas inside the container. Pressure gauge of a gas inside the container. Let us consider we got a container which is represented by D. D is the container. It is filled with the gas. I want to measure the pressure gauge of a gas inside a container D. Pressure gauge is what? It is excess of pressure of gas over the surrounding. How it can be determined, that we will see with the help of a simple instrument that is known as open tube manometer. This open tube manometer consists of a U-shaped tube filled with a liquid. This tube is connected to a container which contains a gas of which the pressure is to be measured. Now in this case, instead of mercury, we are using water as the liquid inside the tube, because water has low density, and because of that we will get a larger pressure difference or larger amount of the difference of levels of the liquid, so that you are able to measure the pressure difference. इथं मर्क्युरीच्या ऐवजी पाणी वापरलं, कारण पाण्याची डेन्सिटी कमी आहे, त्याच्यामुळे पाण्याची उंची जास्त असणार आहे, आणि पाण्याची उंची मर्क्युरीपेक्षा जेव्हा जास्त असेल तेव्हा दोन उंचीतला फरक आपल्याला कळू शकतो, आणि दोन उंचीतला फरक कळला की प्रेशरचा डिफरन्स कळू शकतो. म्हणून मर्क्युरीच्या ऐवजी इथे पाणी किंवा केरोसिन ज्याची डेन्सिटी कमी आहे. लेट अस कन्सिडर here is the point A, above which there is a surrounding, or we call it the air. Therefore, pressure at A is equal to atmospheric pressure, and we know that atmospheric pressure is 76 centimeter of mercury. Let us consider, here is the point B and here is the point C. B and C are such that they are at same horizontal level. Therefore, by Pascal's law, the pressure at B is equal to pressure at C. And C is exposed to the gas which is in the container. Therefore, the pressure at C is equal to pressure at D. The pressure of C is same as the pressure of D, because it is exposed to a gas which is inside the container, spherical container, which is represented by D. Therefore, pressure of C is equal to pressure of D. These two are at the same pressure. But what about pressure at B? Pressure at B is equal to pressure at A plus the difference of liquid level at A and B, which is represented by H into rho into G. Pressure at B is equal to pressure at C. Pressure at C is equal to pressure at D. Therefore, pressure at D is equal to P0 plus H rho G. Therefore, pressure of gas inside the container P minus the atmospheric pressure is equal to H rho G. This is what we call it as the pressure gauge or pressure gauge. This pressure gauge measures the excess of pressure of a gas inside the container over the surrounding, and it is equal to the height of liquid from A to B, preferably water, so as to get an adequate amount of height, and the density of liquid in the manometer and acceleration due to gravity. Like these two are the instruments used to measure the pressure and the excess of pressure. Thank you very much.